Do me a favor and ignore how horrible my eyebrows are today. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Karen and I am super excited that I'm finally filming this video today. Today's video is actually my very first true book review for my channel. I'm super excited to be finally talking about this book because it is written by someone who is probably one of the funniest people in political satire today and has done so many great things throughout his career. And that is my Bad Wrong Daily Show host. The book I am going to be reviewing today is Born a Crime by Trevor Noah. I am super excited that I have finally finished reading this book and I'm able to talk about it for you guys. I've actually owned the book for a few months now, but I finally decided I should read it because a bunch of people that I actually went to school with had formed a book club and it was their book for February. And I was really hoping that I was able to make the book club, but just because I am so far away, I wasn't able to make it. And it kind of didn't help that I hadn't finished reading it either. So if any of my old classmates are watching this video, big shout out to you guys. Hope book club was great. Hope you guys are all doing well. But initially what interested me in this book in the first place is, of course, The Daily Show. So I've never mentioned this on my channel yet, but I am actually a big Daily Show fan. More specifically, I was a huge fan of Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert while I was in university. And I actually loved Jon Stewart so much and still do. Let's be real, if I woke up one morning and TMZ announced that he left his wife, I would probably be first in line to be his sugar baby. But in all seriousness, Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert are two people that I really look up to. Just the way they're able to use their humor to basically go after everybody that they view as corrupt while also managing to make people laugh and feel a sense of hope towards the world they live in is just such a powerful thing. So then of course at the end of 2014 the Colbert Report ended so that Stephen Colbert could instead host The Late Show. And then in 2015 Jon Stewart actually decided to leave The Daily Show, which was pretty heartbreaking for a lot of people, including myself. And Trevor Noah is a comedian, of course, who was chosen to replace Jon. So I did feel really bad because I used to watch The Daily Show regularly, but the moment Trevor took over, I actually stopped. And it was no real offense to him, it was just like, I was such a huge fan of Jon that I was no longer as interested in the show as I was when he was on it. But of course, over the months and things, a lot of clips have been going around on Facebook of Trevor actually kicking butt as host on The Daily Show. So I think for a lot of people, interest in him kind of sparked. And then when I found out that he was releasing this book about his childhood in South Africa, I wanted to read it because I wanted to give him the chance that I originally should have when he took over as Daily Show host. So as some of you may or may not have figured out, Born a Crime is actually Trevor Noah's collection of personal essays all about his childhood growing up in South Africa. So one of the big themes in this book is that Trevor actually was born during apartheid to a white Swiss male and a Xhosa mother. And those of you who are familiar with apartheid would know that it was actually illegal for a white person and a black person to marry and or have children. So hence the title of this book, because Trevor's birth in itself was a crime and he was evidence that a crime had taken place. So he did spend a bit of his early childhood indoors, and when he left the house couldn't really identify with his parents because of the light color of his skin tone. It would give away that something had happened. While that is a major idea behind this book, the book mainly focuses on a lot of the issues Trevor faced growing up. So of course there's issues on race, which that part itself was very interesting to me because Trevor talks about how because his parents are white and black, he is basically known as a person of color, and he faced a totally different set of discrimination than if he had just been black. Which, to me, I never really would have thought that there could be that difference between what you face being a black person and what you face being a person of color. So all of his incidences where he talks about dealing with that, whether it be in school or just in everyday life, just leaving the house, was just surreal to me, and I never would have expected that. One of the things he also talks about a lot is growing up with his mother. So he talks about what kind of parent she was and the role that religion played in her life. I would put a disclaimer that there's spoilers, but I don't think this is really a spoiler since it is public knowledge. but he does talk about the domestic abuse his mother faced living with his stepfather and how she was eventually shot. So the biggest themes in this book are his relationship with his mother, religion, and race. And those issues in itself really show a lot of who Trevor Noah was and how he grew up and why he is the man that he is today. But of course, there's also other funnier and shocking chapters too. So he talks a lot about spending time with friends. He talks about what it was like to go to school. There's even chapters on what he did for money in his early adulthood. And it all paints a really vivid picture of what it was like to live in South Africa post-apartheid. On my Goodreads, I actually gave this book a 5-star rating. It's actually such a powerful storyteller. We see so many celebrities that come out with books just at random, and sometimes they aren't the best writers, but this man knows how to write. He might even know how to write better than most fiction writers out there. You were just able to clearly not only see the world that he lived in, but you could easily picture all the people he encountered. And even just you could feel every emotion that he described so well and so powerfully. This book really paints a vivid picture of what it would have actually been like to have grown up in his shoes. But at the same time, even though some of the events are so shocking and so out there, there are many moments where you're able to relate to him on a very personal level. Because even though he grew up in kind of this extreme other world that a lot of us can't even picture, he's basically just like everybody else. He just wants to be loved, and he wants to feel safe, and he wants to feel like he doesn't have to worry about where his next meal is coming from or anything. Given the poverty that he lived in and some of the scariest things that he's faced and close calls he's faced during his life, it is absolutely amazing to see where he is today. And I actually have so much more respect for him after reading this book. It just really shows you what an incredible person Trevor Noah really is. And some of the things you read are just so out there that you can't make this up. There's no way he made any of this up. Some of the chapters are absolutely hilarious and other ones are just heartbreaking. And honestly, I think I have found a new role model in Trevor Noah, and I'm so excited to see where his career takes him. And I would really love to see more books come from him because he has proven that he knows how to write. This isn't just another celebrity that's been giving a book deal. He should be a writer. I think he was born to be a writer, and I really hope that he writes more. I feel like I haven't said enough about this yet, but I don't want to go too much into detail because I think everybody should be able to experience everything he has to say for themselves. But it was just so good. Even though we're only in March, I think I can officially say that this is probably one of the best books I will read in 2017. So I really, really recommend, if you are looking for a work of nonfiction that's going to help you learn something new and really identify with a person you might not have otherwise thought you would identify with, get this book. I love this book so much, and I'm so happy that I finally read it. Alright guys, so that is it from the very first true book review on my channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more information on the book or would like to visit my book depository link or any of my social media, all of the links for that are down in the description below. And if you like this video, please feel free to like and comment, and if you would like to see more videos like this from me or any of the previous ones I have done, make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Again, thank you so much for watching. As always, spread love and don't be a troll. Bye!